Oh, then go start.
Just say your Fisherman
Hello,
Guts.
I'm Mr. Piggy. Hello, I'm Mr. Piggy. I made this server.
I'm Stan.
I am Lilla King Lickin Nick, and I was the second member of the server.
I'm Fern, also known as Fern from the Ferns.
Name's Guts, Fisherman Guts.
Rip exotic.
And he is high.
Yeah, his name is high.
I'm not, but
Alright, let's get this tier list rolling.
So the tier list goes as follows. It goes from always fun, mostly fun, sometimes fun. Only one game is fun, which I know a lot, and then boring.
they're all different shades of orange for some reason.
Is green a shade of orange?
I was
Is
about
it?
to say, like,
I think I have
that
nightlight
last
mode
one-
enabled. Actually, I could just be tripping.
You know, that's why they always say 50 Shades of Grey.
Do they always say that?
I don't think that has anything to do with this, in all honesty.
Okay, action, adventure.
Okay,
Thoughts?
Lara Croft. I've never played Lara Croft
Yeah.
or Tomb Raider.
Wait,
that's
neither.
the name.
So what would be like a common action adventure game, or like an iconic one?
Zelda. I think Zelda counts, right?
Yeah, that would be like the titular eponymous action adventure game. You go on an
What about like
adventure and there's a lot of action.
what about
Yeah.
like God of War? That counts.
Well,
as
isn't God of War more like character action or something?
I'm pretty
Or,
sure
like,
that's an
fighting.
RPG, but I'm not sure.
An RPG
Okay.
involves
War's an
roleplay.
RPG.
God of War is not an RPG, dude. It's an action
That's what I'm
adventure
saying.
game. The
Yeah,
one
that's
that
what I'm
is, an,
Alright.
but the one I think we can
it's
all
both,
agree.
to be honest.
No, it's not.
it has
Assassin's Creed.
RPG elements.
That doesn't make it an RPG.
It
Like,
does. though.
being able to level up and customize the build doesn't make it an RPG. Anyway, Uncharted is an action adventure game.
Oh yeah. Uncharted is a good game.
I'm
Never
gonna
heard.
say action adventure is kind of lame. Honest to God.
How
Yeah,
come?
that's the opinion coming from someone who's never played much.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah,
But like,
honestly.
You don't even know that.
I honestly would put it in like, okay, it's mostly fun, honestly, because like a very good majority of them are like fucking godlike games. I would like replay them endlessly. Majora's Mask, oh, godlike.
You know,
But some of them just have stories with that they just don't click, and I'm like, this is bullshit. I'm just not spending like 12 hours on this shit.
I don't
it's-
disagree with
it's a bit hit or
Mallorca.
miss.
I don't
Like,
disagree
yeah.
with Mallorca.
Tried playing Majora's Mask once, and as soon as I noticed that there was a timer on the game, I was like, nope.
I love that shit. The timer makes it so stressful, and I
hate.
know
Well,
stress.
I could probably play it now, but as a kid, I was like, I hate this. I am not being timed for my enjoyment of the game, bro.
Well, that's the thing with adventure games. You can like explore on your own, even like a bit outside the story.
I'm with
So
you.
the side quests are always a jam. And
Yeah.
I'm with you on the
Exactly.
timer bullshit. I don't like Pizza Tower for that reason.
That's
Oh, Pizza
a
Tower.
lame ass reason to hate
And
Pizza Tower.
you know what? I did not ask your asshole.
Well, that's too bad. 'cause I
Yeah,
was talking
that's
to you.
yep, that's that in a nutshell. Yep, one thing is bad, everything is bad.
I did not say that. I did not say that.
Okay, all right. So we're leaving it at mostly fun.
No.
Wait, Stockums, what do you think? Stockums, what do you think?
I don't think I have enough experience with this genre to really give an opinion.
Well, what games
Okay.
have you played?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I have played like 40 games in my entire life, so I really couldn't tell you.
Would Half-Life count?
Half-Life is an FPS.
Yeah. Story.
So, like, if it's first person, does it disqualify from action adventure?
No, it's just that it's a little more specific. Like, it's definitely action, and you're certainly on an adventure. But you could argue that with any, FPS. So you really it really depends on what the category is.
Okay.
Here we go, arcade.
Okay.
I don't even need to say it. Fern, you could say it with me.
Wait a minute. What are
I
you
don't think
talking
he's on the
about?
same
you
wavelength
do
as
not
me,
have the
dude.
same the same idea that I do.
We do.
Let's say it.
I'm just gonna say like sometimes fun,
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
because like a fucking majority of them are extremely boring and not designed well at all.
Well, they're outdated.
Well, it's not that
Yeah.
they're
The thing is-
outdated, because high score games can like be fun every now and then.
No, but
It's just like it's a time killer, you know. You're not gonna spend hours on it.
I say they're outdated
Super
because
addicted.
modern video games include a variety of things, and because they have the space and the time and the energy to be produced that way. Back then, they didn't really have as much resources because of technology. So
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it really depends what you're looking for in games. Like, if you don't want to sink in like a shitload of time, they're pretty much the best genre, I think.
No, okay, so this begs the question: would DDR be an arcade game or not?
Um,
I would say so.
well,
'cause
I mean,
like,
it's an arcade rhythm game, so it's like,
yeah.
It is
'Cause, like, you
music.
just play one
Music
song
is its
or
own
more.
genre in the list, though. So
okay,
no.
yeah,
Oh,
we
is
would
it?
have to
Okay.
separate it.
All right.
It's definitely more of a rhythm game.
No, I agree. I think it is sometimes fun. You can elevate that with playing with more people, but ultimately it just comes down to like the
Like,
kind of
This
arcade
is
game.
how I'm thinking about it. Like, I'm thinking of like the best arcade games I've ever played. So like Pac-Man Championship Edition, the Rainbow one, the LSD Trip. It's
Yeah.
super fun, and like I would play it for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half at most, and then I'd be like, all right, I got my high score. I don't need to play this for the rest of the like month. And so yeah, it's a blast, but definitely not the best genre.
I'm not a rhythm game expert, so it's really
I mean, that's fine.
gonna
There's going to be some genres that. we
yeah. It's
haven't
gonna be
played,
your
like-
topic. My topic is gonna be something else.
Yeah, here we
There's
go
a
with this
couple rhythm
next.
gamers in here.
What about you, Sockrams? What do you think about arcade games? Do you agree?
Well, I agree. Most of them are like 40 or 50 years old. They have outdated design and predatory mechanics, and I'm not really a fan of most of them. So sometimes fun is fair. If anything,
Yeah.
it's putting it too high.
Oh yeah, that's a fantastic point. The predatory mechanics.
I mean,
Fucking
it's
every fighting game that has ever existed, man.
you're literally forced to play.
Extremely.
You're literally forced to just put in a bunch of coins, and sometimes
No, straight up.
some games will just like make you lose in a certain point just so they can keep sucking in more and more and more until
Basically
you win.
every shoot 'em up ever. They're just so hard to the point that like, oh, you either need to dump in like 10,000 quarters or just don't beat the game.
Fighting games.
Okay. Hear me out.
All right, Fern, where will you place this? Because we know you're
Yeah.
insanely
Why am I the one
biased.
placing these, by the way? I feel like someone else should say this first, and then.
You're not the
Fine.
only one
Well-
placing this, but whatever.
As-
Well, I'm the
Okay,
guy.
fine. Well,
I'm
let
the
me-
first dude speaking.
Let me if you want to non-objective viewpoints, since you've noticed, Fern, I'm not very good at fighting games, so I guess
Yeah, let's hear what you guys
as a
say.
genre, I would say it's an interesting one. I think it's engaging, but to a degree, it's also really just not. It sounds weird, but hear me out. See, you really got to put in the effort for it. Otherwise, you're not really going to be having fun in it because you're never going to be winning. There's nothing else in it to really get you to play it beyond being good at it and winning fights,
Yep.
Because it's not really as engaging as other games where you could have other things going on, like, oh, you're not good at this thing in a game, but you can do another thing in that game, so it evens out. Here, it's really you're good or you're not going to be having fun at all.
Yeah, I completely agree. And because of that, I would put it in sometimes fun. It's either you're amazing at it and it's like your favorite genre, or you're terrible at it and you hate it. So like it's really one way or the other.
I'm not here for that opinion. Listen, man. If you're bad at it and you're not having fun, why do you keep playing? I don't understand that. I have fun. I'm not good at it. I'm still gonna
Who
play.
says you have to? Okay, but that's in the implication that you're still playing it. What if you started out and you just weren't getting it, and then you just stopped playing it? Then your whole point just falls apart.
No, it does not. I'm gonna tell you why.
so?
I'm gonna tell you why. Listen, you're gonna always be bad at a fighting game when you start out. You're going to be bad. You're gonna be losing a shit ton. You either get it or you don't. It's fun or it's not. If you don't
Right.
enjoy losing because it's highly demanding and unfair, it requires all of your skill, then of course you're gonna be frustrated, and that's completely fine. I don't
Then it
mind
goes
that.
and sometimes fun.
I think it's mostly fun, but You know what? You guys can have your skillless opinion. That is a-okay.
Yeah, I beat Stan a couple times at fighting games, and I don't play it at all.
All right.
I mean, to say that you're completely bad would be lying. Come on, Stan. You got some skill.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't disagree. I think it does go with sometimes fun. I think part of it also is when you're playing with like your friends and your friend is like really good, there comes like some kind of thing where like you're constantly trying you want to at least get one win on them. So that's what sort of keeps you going, but it's not something where I'm going to like get up and be like, oh, every day I'm gonna play Grand Blue, I'm gonna play Street Fighter. It'll be one of those like once a casual thing where like, yeah, I'm gonna get like I'm
Sorry.
gonna get fucking dicked down completely, like a porn star, and then
It-
but there comes a sort of like thrill-seeking thing where I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not good compared to this person, but let me at least try and snag up a win against them, even if it's by luck. So that's what makes
Really-
it sort of sometimes fun.
Yeah, and it really comes down to like the love for like improving. If you just love that feeling of like just getting better at something, and like fighting games provide that in spades. It's one of my favorite things, just to hit up training mode and be like, oh shit, I just learned a new combo. I can fuck shit up even harder than I could before. Like that shit's amazing. I love that. And
Think-
that's one of the things that keeps me going.
I think we got kindergartners in here.
What?
The fuck?
FPS.
Always fun, always fun. No questions asked. Always fun.
You can't tell me COD is that always fun. Okay, come on, bro.
Well, there's other
Well, I
games
don't
like
play
fucking COD.
Yeah, we're at TF2.
COD is
TF2,
one
Fisherman Guts.
FPS out of multiple. You have to consider.
Yeah, FPS is very TF2, Destiny.
Always fun.
Overwatch.
Always fun means that no matter what FPS you're playing, you're gonna have fun to a degree. You can't tell me that you like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Valorant, and all the other kids in the genre, right?
I can't really say that because I haven't played Valorant, but I can definitely say that, it's. You're right, it is dependent, but at the same time, at the very least, you can aim and shoot.
Aiming and shooting sometimes is just kind of a brainless activity, not gonna lie.
Right?
Well,
Not true
brainless
in the
doesn't-
slightest, bro.
well,
You sound
brainless
like
doesn't
someone who's played this
necessarily
game forever.
mean it's not fun.
Oh, alright, buddy. Alright, I'm sorry that I'm not headshotting you every 2 seconds when you respawn because we're playing fucking.
Gotta headshot everyone every 2 seconds.
Depends on what FPS it is, because FPS by its core is meant to be shooting people. FPS could also be strategy. FPS could also be fucking I spawn in and I kill
a
you.
game like Serious Sam, where you're fighting 100,000 enemies in a small corridor, that also counts.
That's what I'm saying.
By the way, FPS and TPS, third-person shooter, are we differentiating?
Oh, so
We might as well bring up
basically,
that.
Well, we differentiate it by the letters. This genre is FPS, so we're not including TPS.
so Fortnite
Right.
doesn't count.
No,
Neither does Gears of War.
no.
All right.
I'm gonna say they're mostly fun.
I agree.
Mostly fun. I think it's reasonable for FPS.
All right, Fern, go on your spiel.
Alright, come on, I'm not the only rhythm gamer here.
Nick.
But okay, music. Well, they're always fun.
I agree. I 100% agree.
Like, come on, this is the one multiplayer game where like I can play with people and like we're all having a jam, like regardless of skill level. It's literally always fun. Every time. Like we would just boot up Guitar Hero and it's like the best thing ever, dude. Like,
Dude,
I have no complaints.
I wanna play
Yep.
Beat Saber and knock all of your expensive vases off of your shelves. Like that's the kind of thing I want to do.
It is genuinely one of my favorites, if not, well, not my favorite gaming genre, but it's definitely up there.
I don't disagree. I also think it's always fun.
I got no opinion.
Me neither.
Marcus? Mr. Exotic?
What?
You got music?
Like, music, rhythm games. Yeah, I'd probably put in always fun just because there's so many like there's the amount of rhythm games there are like right now is there's so many like different outlets for you to like try them in that it's like you're going to find something that like you think is at least a little bit fun, and Yeah, and if you're doing it with like people like around you, then it's always gonna be fun. But I guess you could say that for like any game, probably.
Yeah, but like the biggest element is music in general. That's the thing. I think all of us here, we all love music, so it's just sort of like doing an activity.
We do
that
not
we
all love music. Let's remember that.
Soccer. To be honest, like, come on, Sockums. You're gonna jam out some My Ordinary Life or like, yeah, Sockums. You love that funk music and versus.
I like music.
Come on.
I just don't listen to it.
Do you love
You
music?
showed me that song.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't
What do you mean you
love
don't-
music.
Wait. What do you mean you don't listen to music? How's that possible?
Well, I spend most of my days in silence or listening to podcasts and videos. I don't listen to music like most of the people do because it's too distracting.
That's fair.
Yeah, honestly, a valid point.
Fisherman.exe
know
stopped
what?
working.
And then there's
No, I mean, I see his point. I see the point. I mean, you could definitely see how a podcast, which is more like conversation, is less distracting than music, which is, sounds and different things going off at once. So I can see that. That's a reasonable
Music
point.
makes the people come together.
Nah, bro, I'm trying to be
Guitar
distracted
Heroes.
at all times.
Oh,
I need that music.
Platformer.
Oh.
I think that one's. I think we can agree that one's.
Yes.
Always fun.
Dude's like stumbling.
Always fun. I'm thinking about it, and I'm like,
Like, here's the thing.
hmm.
Let's just think about it like this, okay? It's not too difficult to get into. You go in, you have a reasonable amount of things to do, so you're not bored, and it's not frustrating compared to other. It can be frustrating, but that can apply to a lot of things. Like if you're trying to get on a certain point level, then music itself could be frustrating, but that doesn't make sense. So it just seems like platforming could be mostly fun, always fun.
I'm trying to think that. Well, I mean, I think my number one platformer is Pizza Tower. So like, I'm just being like, so do I consider that like always fun?
You can't tell me that all Sonic games are fun, alright?
Yeah, but not all. Yeah,
No.
but not all Sonic games are platform.
But most of them are.
Well, I mean, a lot of the Sonic platformers are pretty terrible. Let's be real. Sonic one is ass. You are not winning that battle.
You got me there.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember that was.
Yeah.
Unleashed was
So
there.
I
Good
really
Sonic
can't
game.
go for always fun, because there's too many like examples of platformers that just fail to engage me. But
Well, how would you?
there's
well, how
definitely
would
some
you rank?
extreme highlights,
Who's
and
up
those
here?
highlights I will play for hours. And Pizza
Yo.
Tower is an example. I mean, that shit,
Yo, who's-
I had to perfect that shit.
Yo, who's boarding a plane, bro?
I was about to say, who's boarding a plane?
Who's boarding?
Bro, dude, the fight isn't until like an hour, bro.
Are you sure?
Yeah, dude,
Yo,
I'm
tell those
the
pilots to delay the flight. We got a podcast going.
I'm gonna say sometimes fun.
That's
sometimes fun. That's respectable. Honestly, I'm like in between mostly fun and sometimes fun. I can't decide. I think sometimes fun is fair enough.
I think high sometimes fun is it's easy enough.
We need to get a genre where it's like boring or only one game is
Do
fun.
we have
Come on.
to? Am I allowed to not find games?
Sport. Put sport and boring right fucking now.
Hold
I'll
on,
tell you why.
we got a sports stand in here. I don't think it's gonna go that easy.
All right, let's hear your. What do you think about sports games?
We're not there yet. We're in puzzle right now.
All right, well, I'll be
We'll save
holding
that
on to this.
Portal Superliminal.
Puzzle is always fun. If you hate puzzle games, you hate thinking, and you want humanity to die.
They're
Pretty
mostly
much,
fun.
yeah, I can
Some
agree.
games are pretty.
I mean, when it comes to games like, I think that some games overdo it, like Breath of the Wild or like Tears of the Kingdom. Like that's puzzles, okay?
Well, I mean, I
It's
don't know if I
action
call that a
adventure,
puzzle game though. That's more.
Yeah,
action
yeah.
adventure.
There's certainly
that's
puzzles
not
in there, but-
puzzle.
All right, you'd have to be into puzzles to like get through all of them, though. That's what I mean. Which I
It's-
can
it's
see that
definitely-
being a really a constant thing. I think puzzle deserves to be an always fun, but we have to consider,
Listen, Tetris.
It's a puzzle game.
Uh,
I would have put Tetris in
Yeah.
arcade.
I would put that in
That's
strategy.
okay, honestly, that's a fair point.
no, but Tetris is beyond arcade. Tetris, at its core, is a puzzle game. It's literally connecting pieces together.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's also like a high score chaser kind of deal.
Well-
It's an arcade puzzle. It's both.
But there's
Like, you
also
can't
a
really
versus.
separate
What do you mean? It's also a versus.
Well, that's later on, but the originals were high score. Dude.
You cannot if you want to count a whole franchise, you cannot ignore the later installations. So, yes, it was an arcade fixture at first, but it's also a puzzler and a versus and a battle royale. So,
Oh shit, you're
Including
right.
Tetris 99.
I
yes,
forgot about that.
yes.
Fine, okay.
I think we can
Well,
put it in always fun.
I think it's mostly fun because there are a couple puzzlers where I'm just like, this shit is so boring. Like, the good ones are amazing, but it's not all of them. They're not always fun, unfortunately.
I'm pouring gasoline into your eardrums, bro.
Oh, dude,
That's really specific.
And
It
expensive,
better
probably.
be. It better be some crude oil.
I don't know where I could get some crude oil right now, honestly.
All right.
Look under your
So
house.
we got racing games now.
What?
Racing.
Games.
Only one game is fun.
Only one game is fun.
Sometimes fun. There's a
Yeah,
good amount of
sometimes.
racing games that are super fun. Daytona. I mean, every Mario Kart. Well, except the first one.
Oh,
But
remember OG Need for Speed?
yeah, Need for Speed, dude. Fucking what do you call it? Forgot the name of this game. What's the name of this game? The one where you have boosts. What is that game called?
Forza? There's a bunch
No,
of
it's
racing
something
games.
Fuck.
You can't tell me.
Burnout. It's Burnout.
You can't tell me that
Burnout.
racing games are fun to play by yourself. You can't tell me that.
They
mean,
absolutely are.
I
Have
think
you
they're
never
fun
played
to play by
Daytona?
yourself.
Yes,
That
yeah.
Yeah,
it is
And it
not.
was kind of. It is not all that, dude. It is not all that.
And it's never heard of an Aura car drive. Never heard of it.
I don't
It's never
care
played
about
Burnout.
cars. I'm gonna explode.
Stan has literally
Yeah,
only
exactly.
played Mario Kart Wii.
Mario Kart
that's
Wii. I play Mario Kart Wii with my brother, and I play it with
Exactly what I'm
everyone
talking
else. I don't like
played-
playing it by myself.
I
Yeah, that
played-
sounds-
We're not only
absolutely-
talking about Mario Kart Wii. There are other games.
Yeah, in those games, I don't want to play by myself either, bro.
You haven't
honestly-
seen them. You don't even know what Daytona looks
Okay,
like.
yeah.
I played other racing games before. What are you talking
Like
about?
what?
I
What
have
games?
Need for Speed,
Oh wow, the most boring one. Congratulations.
Gran
Okay, so there are
Turismo.
boring ones.
Of course there are boring ones. It's
Oh,
not always
Forza
fun,
Horizon.
but it's not only
Oh,
one
man.
game is fun.
Gran Turismo,
All right, if you're into that.
What about
I don't like
Forza? I play
Gran Turismo.
Forza.
GTA.
Forza's good.
GTA is not a racing game.
Yeah, racing game.
Bro, GTA is a
I-
racing game. Tetris
I
is
guess
a
you could
fucking
call it
arcade game,
GTA.
bro.
I don't think. I don't know what to call GTA, honestly.
I would say GTA is RPG.
Isn't GTA just
probably.
like? Is GTA action adventure?
Yeah, well, it
Maybe.
depends what
If you
GTA.
really want-
GTA Online
are you
or
playing
GTA, like, story?
Yeah.
Well, online's more of an
Completely
RPG or MMO, right?
Yeah. Oh,
kind
no,
of
not
an
MMO.
I like.
Do we even?
Well, yeah, it's massive
Did we even put
multiplayer online.
MMO on this list? I don't think we put
No.
MMO on this list. We didn't
Let's
put
be real. How many people here play MMOs?
None.
Not really. Me. No, I
Yeah,
never.
that's-
I never got into it
I have a life.
because I know you have to pay
Exactly.
subscriptions for some of them, and that's bullshit for me. Like, just let me buy the game, play like at least a part of it. You know.
I'm just not interested.
Yeah.
RPG.
I think I personally think if someone's played a lot of RPGs, I think that it's always fun simply because
Always?
yeah, always.
I think it's mostly
The end-
fun.
What? No.
Well,
way.
let him cook. Let him cook.
What I was saying was, when it comes to an RPG, and there are a lot, I know that some of them can be stinkers, but that could apply to a lot of things. So let me just get to my point here. I think that an RPG just has so much going for it. You can do a lot of things in an RPG that in a lot of games it's mostly limited. You can create your own character, set up your own build and shit. Could just be anyone and anywhere. And I think that can always be fun since you're just building your own character. That's cool. D&D. I mean, I know some of you don't play D&D, but I think
I've played D&D.
yeah, some. Anyway,
Nerd.
that's why. Shut up, Lucy. Lucy, I see that profile picture.
You don't talk about my wife like that. You don't talk about
I will
her.
talk about your wife however the fuck I want to talk about your wife.
Guts is a wuss.
Bro, we're not getting there. Listen,
You really want to go there? You really want to go there?
I'm about to lay down the gospel. Listen, RPGs are mostly boring.
What?
What?
That's absurd. That's
Yeah,
actually
there's not
absurd.
That's not
pretty absurd.
It's not a mostly boring. You gotta either go with boring or only one game.
Only
is fun.
one game is fun.
I say it's
Why?
sometimes fun.
Because a
Most
lot of
most of
RPGs
the
have
function-
really boring stories, alright?
Oh, you got shit.
Like
taste.
good
You should
RPGs
make
then.
an RPG with a cool story.
Cool story, bro.
Simulation. Wow, we need AD for this one.
Yeah.
I have no thoughts one way or the other.
I think they're.
Boring.
It's
Does
yeah.
Goat
It's like
Simulator
a
count?
I have
multi-game for
tried.
fun.
So many times to get into simulation. I've tried. I just don't find the appeal. I can't do it. How do you, it's just so boring. You press a button, you press other buttons in the background, and other things start to load, and where's the fun? What am I doing? I'm not doing anything.
Okay,
I'm just-
wait. What simulation game are we talking about? That there's a
Stellaris.
difference.
Stellaris?
Yeah, Stellaris. I'm saying that about
Oh,
Stellaris.
fuck.
I think it's just boring. Not for me. Literally,
I think only
not
one
even
game is fun.
not even like 1% fun. I'm just not having a good time playing.
I've also tried Kingdom Crusaders 3. I can't get it. For the life of me, I can't.
I think you guys just have no sense of curiosity. How about trying
Well, Seth's the one who put RPGs in mostly and sometimes fun. Like if you had curiosity, you'd
Yeah,
probably
you
put a
know-
little higher.
that's much better than Stan's, and I don't see you bashing on Stan.
Oh, I have been bashing on Stan, but if I bash on Stan, we'll be here all day.
Alright, so Sockrams, yeah, you're right, we would be here all day. Sockrams, what do you think of simulations?
I have not played a single one.
I can't say anything because I don't think I've played a simulation game.
SimCity?
I haven't played The Sims.
I played The Sims. It's all right. Like, it's. I mean, unless you like playing like pseudo god, cool. But if you don't, then I guess it's not for you. And then you have to. A lot of simulation games, like just starting out, you have to. It's just like an info dump of like what you're supposed to do, and then you click off the tabs, and it's just like, shit. What do I do? I would say it's boring, just because it's like it's really hard to get into unless you're like really paying attention to every little detail that the game is throwing at you.
I
don't
don't really play simulation games, so there's not much I can say about them.
Well, on to sports.
Sports. What can we say about
AKA Wii Sports.
So
only one game is fun.
before hold on. Before we lay out the the rating, can we
What about
just like
Switch Sports?
can we talk about what counts as a sports game? 'Cause
Any
I
game
heard a lot of
revolving
people-
around an officially recognized sport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like then
So
then
we
get
ain't
Yeah.
counting
shit
that.
like Mario
So we ain't
Tennis.
card Quidditch from fucking Harry Potter, okay? Not
What?
counting that.
Yeah,
yeah,
no
the
Quidditch.
flying one. Whatever
Yeah.
that's called.
Not the fly.
The
Quidditch.
one with the beetle.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
the
know what
fake
you're
pilot
talking about.
Yeah,
one.
Quidditch.
Beat
I think
him.
that's
the
what
fake,
it's called.
fake pilot.
Do we
Yeah.
count?
Oh, yeah. You got to
do
count.
we-
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, I mean that's a good point. Do we count fake sports?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
So it's just like NBA, like 2K,
'Cause
Madden.
I'm going
there's
with
this-
sometimes fun.
There's this frisbee game. It's called fucking SNK frisbee or something, and it's like frisbee, but everyone's like elemental and shit. I don't know. It's like super powered frisbee. Anyway,
For the sake of not getting stabbed in the street, I think sometimes fun is agreeable for me. Just because, I don't play them that often, but I can see how someone can have fun with them.
okay, there's definitely more than one fun like sports game. I mean, you can put most Mario Tennis games in there.
Yeah. I mean,
That's a
NBA
good
Jam.
roster. NBA Jam is a blast. Yeah, that's a great point. And,
Exactly. That's the thing. I
what
think
else?
the more
Have you played
classic
NFL
sports games
Blitz?
are more
Like
fun.
NFL Blitz is super. So much
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
Is Rocket League a sports game?
No, we did not. We're not counting
no.
made-up sports.
Ooh.
What?
Rocket League is not a real
Are-
sport.
Soccer is not a sport.
Are
in real
all-
life.
Bro, you are not winning this.
Are all sports made up? What the fuck are you talking about?
Rocket League.
It's not, yeah, actually, oh, I see.
Look,
see.
unless you
Rocket
can
League
find
is not
me
an
pe-
officially recognized sport in the real world.
Unless you can
That's
get
the
me,
Ooh.
unless you can get me to see people in cars driving to balls and go into.
Well, I mean, they're remote-controlled cars, right? That can fly with like jets and shit. Of course, this shit isn't real. Come on.
I'm sure there's someone who's
Yeah,
made drones
online.
like cars.
Even if they did, they
I
wouldn't.
kinda doubt
They
that.
aren't an officially
Look it up.
recognized national sport.
So sports have to be
Yeah.
nationally recognized now. So
Yes.
you're going
I
back
think
on your
it's
own
not actually
heritage?
globally
You're going back on your own heritage.
By that point, why not put racing in the sports category?
Racing can be
Yeah,
a sport.
May as well put Beyblade while you're at it.
Bro, may as well put fighting games in there. Come on.
Bro out here
I
thinking.
think sports is another version of fighting games. In all honesty, at least when it comes to like multiplayer, maybe minus the whole idea of getting better or whatever, struggling, but you
Bro,
can think of
Yeah,
it
I
as
can
like
see
an
that.
alternative to fighting games.
bro.
Yeah,
Am
there's
I-
like parallels,
do I
some
even need to
parallels.
bring up FIFA's fiasco?
So if I make a video game out
Oh.
of Bate and you don't think it's a sport because people don't play it anymore?
Out of
Well, as long as you have
Is there
every
even a
people play
game
it,
about
it counts.
Pate?
But no one fucking played Rocket
If
League
I
in
make
life, bro.
a game about Bate, is it not a sports game?
Only if it's like nationally recognized,
Mm.
I would consider that a sport.
All right, fascist.
Look, are we gonna count Quidditch? Because if we're counting that, we're gonna have to count Quidditch.
Quidditch is a real sport.
Oh my god! Don't
What?
tell me you're.
yeah, it's
What are you kidding me?
Google
Google it.
It's like an official club sport. Yep.
There's no way.
Play it.
Well, I mean, it must be different, like severely different.
Travis
If we're
Head.
counting-
That's sometimes fun. I think modern day sports games they kind of died down because of microtransactions or whatever, and
Holy shit, it's real.
Yeah.
that's really. But I think the more classic ones, you can have fun with someone else, even if they're not that good. I think sports games can cater to people who don't even know much about the sport or suck at it, so
Well,
it can be fun with other people.
all right, fine.
But
like,
I
we
say
should
this because
do
I
sometimes
play
fun.
a bunch of sports, so it's seeing like a simulation of it or whatever, seeing like a game version of the sports I play. I think it's personally cool, but I'm going with sometimes fun.
Yeah.
I'd
same
rather
here.
just play the sport. Like I'd rather actually play the sport in real life
Reasonable.
than in the game. That's
If
what
you're
very
I'm-
gonna play
reasonable.
a sports game, it's typically because it's like supernatural sports, like NBA Jam. You
Yeah.
fucking jump up to the ceiling and that shit.
What if it's
insane.
winter time
Exactly.
and you can't play basketball because all the courts are snowed in?
You
Indoor
know that they have
You know-
indoor basketball, right?
What if there's a terrible blizzard or
and it got through the
Well, by
building.
that point, why are you there?
If you die, what are you gonna do?
What is this example?
They like
What is-
demolished
You
the
just pass
building.
out.
Oh, what
What
if
if this
it
example would actually be better? What if it was summer and you wanted to play a winter sport?
yeah?
Oh,
Indoor
okay, that's
hockey rinks or something.
What if I
Indoor
can't?
hockey.
yeah. New York has one. Nick, New York actually has a indoor like
Yeah.
skiing like slope.
Oh,
I-
God, sorry.
I have been to
Hockey.
many ski slopes in New York. I don't know what you mean.
Well, there's only one that I know of. It's in the Mall of America.
What?
Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good.
Prodigy.
Prodigy. Okay, so what are we talking? Like chess?
I mean,
Checkers?
chess is.
No, checkers doesn't count.
Why?
Checkers
What?
counts.
What do you mean checkers doesn't?
Wait, like digital checkers? wait a
Well,
minute.
Digital checkers is still checkers.
Well, okay, that's fair. All right.
You say it's bare bones, but Nick, are you winning against the world champion of checkers?
No, but I'm winning against you, so.
You don't even know how to play checkers.
We're gonna have to. We're
Okay,
gonna have
so
to see
what
if
other
he can
what other
actually
strategy
do it.
games are we including? Because this can be really,
Connect
really.
Four,
Like, what about
Connect Four.
tic tac toe.
Dude, Final Fan. No, not Final Fantasy.
Red
Fucking,
Alert.
RTS in
yeah,
general.
Red Alert.
What's the game you hate?
Huh?
Or you love to hate?
Rock paper scissors.
Which one?
I'm
Right, Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem. There you go.
Word chain.
There are strategy.
I mean, that one feels like. I don't know what. would be. I guess it's not.
I mean, it's more of a
Sudoku?
strategy game. It's like a triangle strategy, isn't it?
Look,
Pick
I
people.
think. Okay, wait.
Is Hangman a strategy game?
If we're counting it as
Spider-Man?
strategy, let me explain myself before I get killed.
No, Hangman.
Oh.
Let me explain myself before I get killed.
You're not gonna die.
Anyone here plays fun. I mean, I forgot.
This is a podcast. Someone's gonna find it. Someone who plays it will watch it, and I'm gonna get found out, and I'm gonna get shot. Okay, so back to that whole thing about strategy. I might as well ignore Final Fantasy, Fire Emblem. Although, good. No.
Why do we keep saying Final Fantasy? What
Yeah,
is
because
strategic
the
about
game is
Final
so
Fantasy?
forgettable. That's why.
Fantasy Final.
Fire Emblem
I
is just
think
kind of
it's-
like strategy is very much a game where you're either into it or you're not, because it really depends on how much time you're willing to put into it.
It's
Because
like an
games
ex-
can be
yeah,
so
it's like an
long. Like it's basically, it's chess. You know, if you don't like chess, why would you like any other type of strategy game?
Okay, hold on, buddy. I highly disagree with you there. Chess
Go
is
on.
not the only strategy game that exists.
I know, but it's a style that is recognizable. Okay, you can look at one and see it among others, and it's a style you can recognize.
Oh, bro, Steve is
Why?
right. Steve is right. Tic-tac-toe is a strategy game, and it's not like chess.
When did I say
was-
that?
I mean,
You
like,
said
Mahjong-
tic-tac-toe was a
Mahjong
strategy
is
game.
You're right. It
Even
is.
if Fern won by luck.
So I'm saying that
It's
chess and
also about-
tic-tac-toe are not the same.
Oh, Mahjong?
Would you
Okay,
say that
fine.
Yeah,
chess and
Mahjong,
rock, paper,
that's a
scissors
strategy
are-
game.
You know what? Fair, you got me.
I die?
But what? No, you got me.
No.
You got me
You
there.
like cut out. That's what.
Oh.
Yeah, you die. Yes,
You die.
You die.
Man, I lost the argument. Kill yourself.
So
Yeah,
what are
you
we?
should kill
What are
yourself
we thinking?
now.
What are we
Thunder
thinking in
effects.
strategy?
I think this is
Okay,
honestly
guys.
an extension of puzzles. In all honesty, I think this is
I
almost
agree.
an extension.
I
of
do
it.
not agree, but you know what? Whatever.
I fully agree.
I do not agree.
Why do you not agree?
I just
I-
don't.
So we're just playing it mostly fun. Okay.
No,
I'm
I
putting
think
in
Stan agrees,
sometimes
but she
fun.
wants to disagree with me.
I don't want to hear you talk.
I do not want it that high.
Well-
Definitely not
You know,
that
I
high,
hate
might
the
as
way
well.
that you talk.
I wish there was a tier.
Okay, you know what, Stan?
where,
What do you
like,
think? Let's hear your side. Let's see. Since you you're disagreeing with all of us.
I wanna hear what Steve has to say first.
I just kind of wish there was a
Okay,
tier in
Kev.
between. Only one game is fun and sometimes fun, because there's a lot in sometimes fun. You could say that about like everything.
Situationally fun.
Oh
That's
well.
fair.
I guess I don't know.
Few are fun.
How about that?
That works.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, fighting games need to go up if that's the case.
Well, I don't know. Some people here might disagree.
Well, let's hear it.
I
Uh,
don't.
That's what I thought.
There we go.
Yep. Whatever Nick says is final.
I don't want you to hear you talk. I swear to.
Yeah, Nick, shut up.
You don't want to hear me.
No.
I think I'm pretty
Huh?
satisfied with this list, to be honest.
I'm not. I think we're gonna get killed.
Me too.
You
Okay.
think what?
Don't worry. Sam's not gonna kill any one of us. You're fine.
No, I'm not.
I'm
worried
not
about
killing
that.
anyone.
I'm worried about the viewer. The viewers.
According
Those
to
we
Gatsby,
cannot
someone's
see.
here.
Oh,
Tell them the rankings. All right, so the rankings are always fun. We got one in that. It's music, mostly fun, puzzle games, first-person shooters. What the fuck is the last one? Action adventure.
Action adventure.
Music being the only one up there is just kind of weird to me. It feels like there should be one more game we're missing.
We've
One
decided
kill
that
vote.
rhythm games are peak.
okay. This is just OCD. Honestly, keep going.
Yep.
Sometimes fun, strategy games, RPGs, platformers, fighting. Few are fun, arcade games, sport games. Only one is fun, racing games. And boring games are simulation games. If you like simulation games, I hate you.
AD is heartbroken right now. Alright, thank you for listening. If you didn't, I don't know how you're hearing this. Yay!
They could have
All
skipped
right,
all the way
see
through
ya.
it. to the end.
Next
Fuck you if you're
episode,
not
or die.
listening.
Calm
If you're
down.
not listening, I hope you
Yeah.
die.
Who are
Yeah,
listening?
No. I don't, but you know what?
Scrush, you gotta do it, bro. You gotta do the death threat. You're good with this stuff. Do it.
If I find out that any of you people actually like Four Houses, I'm going to personally come to your house, walk up to your sink, put a tracker in said sink, then bring an old man from some demented hospital, have him piss on your sink, then make you drink said piss from the sink.
Yeah.
And then you blow up.
Let's go.
Sure.
We did it.
Woo! Yay!